Welcome back to the channel, guys. Another day, another FL5 Civic Type R review, but this one is very special. This is what I would call a quintessential SoCal build. This car was completely built by Evasive Motorsports, and just the look, the feel, the overall vibe of this car just screams SoCal. The owner, Nguyen, wanted to build this car exactly to his spec, so he chose every part very carefully. But overall, this is a street and track dual duty build. It doesn't have crazy downforce, crazy aero. It's meant to be aesthetic, but at the same time functional. So he spent money where it counts. For example, this has Nitron R3 coilovers with remote reservoirs, Brembo Pista front big brake kit, full ADRO carbon aero package, Evasive GT mirrors, a Remark Ti Touring exhaust. It's been tuned by Church's Auto, and his conservative estimate is around 330 horsepower at the wheels. We have a Recaro Podium driver's seat, full Evasive 4-point roll cage in the back. This thing means business. So this car, of course, is powered by the K20C1 engine. It's a 2-liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder. When stock, it was rated at 315 horsepower, 310 torque. So this is probably making a good 10% more than stock. And this car weighs under 3,200 pounds. Nguyen actually mentioned this weighs a little under 3,100 without the driver. The Type R has front dual axis suspension, which helps reduce torque steer. But with these aftermarket wheels, which are 18 by 10 plus 41, I believe, much wider track than stock, and with the extra power from the tune and the bolt-ons, I do expect there to be a little bit of torque steer. Nguyen mentioned that he ran an unofficial, meaning hand-timed, 154 lap time at Button Willow, which is freaking fast for a car with basically stock or barely more than stock downforce. So let's take this thing for a drive on this canyon road and see if it's any good. I'm especially interested in these Nitron R3 coilovers. They're actually a firmer spring rate in the front, 800 pounds, whereas the rear is just over 500 pounds, which is kind of the opposite of what I have with my Öhlins Road and Track on my Integra Type S, which of course is essentially the same car. He's relocated the OEM steering wheel buttons to the hub, so we do retain a lot of these controls, which is nice. Very small diameter wheel, looks like maybe a 320 millimeter. Aftermarket shifter. I mean, this thing looks the business from outside, especially with the wrap. And I love the ADRO aero and these wheels. It looks so good. It's hard for me to describe what I mean by a SoCal build, but there's a specific look to this car that immediately made me think this car was probably built by Evasive Motorsports. Individual mode, which has everything in the most aggressive setting. Suspension, of course, doesn't matter because we have coilovers. This car's quick. There is a little bit of torque steer, not too bad. It still puts the power down. We have the stock limited slip differential. It's a helical type LSD. For a factory LSD, it does a great job at handling a bit more power than stock. With my Integra Type S, I also have a stage 1 cob tune, which bumps the power output up by 15-20 horsepower. And the stock LSD still does a decent job at putting the power down on track. Such a sharp front end from the Civic Type R. Even in stock form, it's sharp. But with these mods, these R3 Nitron coilovers, man, this thing is hunkered down. It's very firm. The front especially feels very stiff, but it turns so well. This exhaust is no joke. I wouldn't say it has the most soulful sound. I mean, ultimately it's still a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. Really good brake feel from these Brembo Pista front brakes. Not that the stock OEM Brembos were a problem. In fact, I track with mine just fine. There's a little bit of fade at times, but I chalk that up to the pads more than anything. But why not upgrade? If you're gonna do a full-blown dual duty build, why not put the best quality parts on it? That was Nguyen's approach to this car, and he wanted to keep it as cohesive as possible. But what I love about the Civic Type R is the fact that it's such a good dual duty car, even stock. As I've proven with my Integra Type S, it can keep up with much more focused sports cars and dedicated track cars on track and take me home in comfort with multiple spare tires and wheels in the back. And even though Nguyen has gone ham with mods on this car, it still maintains that dual duty personality. 154 at Button Willow. He said it can probably go faster. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of torque steer here. More than a little bit, I would say. With the tune, this engine does come alive a bit more towards the top end. Oh yeah. Such good brake feel. Such a responsive front end. Really good shifter. It's higher effort than the OEM shifter by far, and it has even shorter throws. But I don't know that I would do this mod personally. Because the OEM shifter, even though it is a bit light on effort, it's really slick and easy to use. I think adding this way stiffer aftermarket shifter just compromises the daily drivability for me just a little bit. Brakes. Such good brake feel, oh my god. Brembo Pistas. These are absolutely incredible. Even on a canyon drive, I can just tell these are so much better than the OEM Brembos. Now the steering of this car, I think, is enhanced compared to stock, and that's all because of the steering wheel. Well, the suspension as well, but this smaller diameter, thinner, lighter steering wheel just enhances the amount of feedback that comes through. Oh, the front is so grippy. Puts the power down shockingly well for a front-wheel drive car. And these Nitron dampers, man, the way it controls the body in the corners and over bumps, this is top-notch stuff. Reminds me of MCS and JRZ. Oh my god, these brakes are loud. This car is so nimble. For such a big car in terms of its physical dimensions, it turns in so well. And it inspires so much confidence. It doesn't do anything unnatural or unexpected. The only thing you have to fight a little bit is the torque steer, but it's not horrible torque steer. I mean, a Mazda Speed 3 in stock form, that's a car where it feels like the front end wants to just pull you off the road. In this one, you just gotta grip the wheel a bit tighter. It's a quick car. 330 at the wheels. That's plenty of power. Wouldn't want a whole lot more than a front-wheel drive car. Wow. This is a properly built Civic Type R. Well balanced, daily drivable, but still so engaging to drive, so quick, so capable, so grippy. Amazing brakes. This is where it's at, guys. I love driving these modified Type Rs and Type Ss because it gives me so much more appreciation for the platform, but also gives me more ideas for how I want to shape my Integra Type S dual duty build in the future. So let me know your thoughts about the Civic Type R. What are the best mods for this platform for a street and track dual duty car? Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.